Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with a weekend video, 8 a.m. My weekly 4 growth stocks I'm focusing on all year. So before I get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But yeah, so this is the first week of April for my big 4 stocks that I talk about every week. Just keeping up to them, and any groundbreaking news or any big swings I usually make videos on or like talking about it here. So if you haven't watched my previous videos, I'm a growth investor. So I believe long-term wealth is the best way to, really is the way to go. It's the most predictable in my opinion. But growth stocks, which are all 4 of these, however, is what I personally like doing the most. So thought I'd share with you guys, my thoughts and what's really going on. So Tattoo Chef, this is probably my favorite stock in the market right now. Ticker is TTCF. So they, it's a stock I really like. And, it's one I'm really focusing on. I made a video almost probably once a week the past 6 weeks on at least buying it or something going on. So I've been really adding to this position heavily. It is my second biggest position in my portfolio of my 16 stocks. So this week, like normal, it's had a downwards trend. It went down 3.66% from opening Monday to closing Friday, which is fine. Anything in the 18 and 19s, I really like the stock. My cost base is super low, $21-ish. So anything in the 1918s, I love it. I'm buying it. I just don't want to put too much money in the position, and if it goes to 18, 17, 16 off a correction or something like that, or some bad news happens with the stock, which I doubt will, I want to be prepared for it. So super happy with that. I've been buying it this week. I made a video about it, when I bought, what percentage I bought, and everything like that. So love this stock. Totally fine it went down. I think it's going to come around this summer, fall. And I think by the end of the year, it will finish in the 40 plus range. That's my opinion based on the numbers I run and all that. That's really my projection. Beyond Meat, this is the industry leader. It's basically Tattoo Chef's competitor, but these guys are way bigger as far as market cap and, where they are and everything basically. So ticker is BYND. This stock I've been a little quiet on. It ran up like crazy a couple months ago when they struck that deal with Pepsi, and the beginning of the mid to end of winter, it was really running up like crazy with the market. So this one I've kind of put on the back burner for now. I am interested in, buying more if there is an opportunity, but I like, basically every stock on this board more than this one right now. So that's why I haven't really been talking about it. But yeah, it opened at 132.24 Monday. It closed at 130.37. So it had a downwards trend this week of 1.41%. So that was also a red stock this week. PayPal, nothing crazy has happened with this stock. I was trying to see why it ran so much. I think I figured out like what people are coming to realize. Ticker's PYPO. I opened Monday at 250.51. It closed Friday at 266.77. So it had a 6.49% gain this week. This is a top probably 5 to 7 position of mine. So it definitely moved my portfolio a little bit, and it ran a lot. So if you add all these up, let's just say they're all equal, and this one's, it almost equals all these drops if you have equal, money in every stock. So just food for thought. But yeah, so I think a lot of people are understanding that PayPal is, they're converting, cash into Bitcoin, and, Venmo, they're accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And I really think people are catching on that wave because you have companies like Tesla and other big companies that are now supporting it. So I really think it's just a little bit of everything where people realize how, price, like how do I put this? Like PayPal is going to be a B stock for years to come because they're adapting with time with currency, if that makes any sense. They have a strong balance sheet. They constantly buy up good companies. I just love their business model, love their balance, like everything. Like it's just a great growth stock. Like I feel like it has so much growth ahead of it. new Venmo users every month, month to month. It's just so many good things. So love this stock. Happy it ran back up. My cost base is actually like in the 175 range, so that's why I haven't been adding it. Recently, I went really heavy at like the 175, 190 range. I think at the beginning of the year, this thing was like 190 or 200 maybe, and I was saying buy, 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 buy. I mean, it's at 266 right now. So if you bought when you first, if you subscribed to me in the beginning, you would be up a good amount right now, and there's a lot more to grow. But that's awesome. Dropbox, it's a cloud-based storage company. I feel like with everyone working remote and some companies staying remote forever or indefinitely, this is a great company to get into. Wall Street's sleeping on this stock. This one took a hit this week. It opened Monday, $27.65, closed at $26.99. So that's a downwards trend of 2.38%. This is getting to where I want to start buying. It's just not there yet for me. I own this stock I believe it's in the high teens. That's my cost base. So it's a little higher than what I want. So that's why, again, I've been a little quiet on this one. This one is slowly trickling down, bleeding every week. I'm just kind of waiting for, the right time. So yeah, that's really, what I'm waiting for. This is another, one that these two I've been really quiet on. This one I've been talking about a lot. So could switch, if something happens and these go down and this goes up, like very possible, then I talk about these more. So still love all four of these, still focusing on all four this year. My overall portfolio actually this week had a 2.1% gain. So let me just see where I'm at here. Yeah, so it had a 2.1% gain. So that's awesome. This is probably the first week in the past month I've actually had a green week as a whole, even though 3 of these 4 stocks are red this week. Like I said, I have, I have a couple positions built out. Some of them had really good, had a better week than a worse week, but nothing crazy. I mean, 2% that's a good gain in a week, but nothing crazy. So thoughts on the market. I really think that we're still due for a correction. I think the Fed is eventually going to come to reality and say the truth. That's my opinion, and I think that's going to cause a little bit of panic in the market. Not a crash, just people wanting to take their money out now because I see what's coming. Where some people, they need the Fed to say what reality is, which I don't really understand. It's like, think for yourself, just put one and one together. With inflation, all this money being printed, interest rates going up, treasury bonds going up, things returning back to normal. They're going to stop, they might stop I don't think there's a date for the next round of stimulus. What if they just make a press conference, say, hey, we're done with stimulus? What's that going to do to the market? It's probably going to make it go down a little bit because people are riding on, oh my God, they're going to keep printing more. And then whenever they do that, the market usually goes up. However, the last stimulus round, the 1,400 that just got distributed last month, the market really didn't do much. So that's not even helping anymore. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Don't believe always what you hear on TV. You got to kind of use your own mind and just kind of common sense in my mind. But we'll see. I could be totally wrong. The market could keep going up for a whole year and I'll say I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. So cash, I have 28% on hand. So that is why I'm just waiting for that correction. I do think it's going to bleed down. It might be a slow bleed. It might not be like a 2-week thing. It might be a 3 month to a year long thing. So I just want to make sure I have enough cash to build out every position I want on deals I want to take advantage of. So that's kind of a whole of the week 1 of April. If I were to have the rate, which ones I'd buy, one being the most I'd focus, and the 4th being the least I'd focus. Tattoo Chef would be obviously number 1. I'd be buying this like crazy. It's below my cost base. Great buy. If you've never heard of it, look into it. You won't regret buying it at this price, in my opinion. Number 2 would probably be this guy, Dropbox. So I'd probably be looking at Dropbox. I like this stock anything under really 25 when I was running my numbers originally, when I said I was going to put this on my focus of these 4 growth stocks this year. It's almost at that point. It's been slowly bleeding down, like I said. PayPal would be 3. So I'd be looking at this guy. I like it under 240 to be honest, for the number I was running based on like the growth I want to see out of it and percentage wise where I think it's going. So this would be number 3. And then number 4 right now would probably be Beyond Meat. The more and more I look at this company, the more and more I like it. It's just the risk reward is awesome. So I really should have picked a different stock. I shouldn't have picked 2 of the same industry basically, but that's fine. I think they're both great. And if this one continues to go down, I will be making videos and buying it. So that's all I got. If you guys want to stay up to date on these 4 stocks, make sure you subscribe so you see it next Saturday. I believe tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to say like 4 stocks I have my eye on, like watch list, or that I'm really close to buying or averaging down that I currently own. So I think I might do that every Sunday. I think that's kind of cool. So Saturday we'll do the 4 growth stocks that I make every, Saturday. And then Sunday I might do like which ones I'm watching for the coming week. So you guys can kind of like see where I'm looking at and what I'm doing. So if you like that idea, comment below. If you want to see it, subscribe, like, peace.